Martin with Healthy Schools Oklahoma, and we're going to discuss tobacco and how we can prevent peer pressure. So we're going to discuss standard 2.5.4, and that's telling how the school and the community can support you and your health practices and your behaviors. We're also going to talk about Oklahoma State Standard 4.5.1, and that's you going to be able to effectively tell verbal and nonverbal ways to enhance your health. Finally, we're going to discuss Oklahoma State Standard 8.5.2, and that's encouraging others to have positive health choices. So let's get into the lesson. Let's talk about tobacco first. So tobacco actually comes from a tobacco plant, and it's mixed with other chemicals and substances, and then it's sold as a drug in like a cigarette or dip, chewing tobacco, or even cigars. One of the dangerous substances that is found in tobacco is nicotine, and nicotine is highly addictive. It makes you want that tobacco product over and over. So it's also found in a vape, and that's what makes vapes highly dangerous as well, because it has the nicotine in it. So nicotine is what makes smoking and vaping really hard to quit, and that's why it's important to never even start at all. Tobacco is really bad for almost every part of your body. Mainly, it can really affect your mouth and your airway and your lungs. It can give you really bad breath. It can lead to cancer, lung cancer, and give you shortened life. It can give you heart problems. It deadens parts of your lungs and your airways, and it makes it hard to breathe. It does discolor your teeth and your gums, and it can give you cancer of the mouth. So let's talk about a few things that are in a cigarette and why you want to avoid a cigarette. So this is just a really big cigarette, and on the other side it shows different things that are in a cigarette. So we have acetone, which is what is used to remove nail polish. We have ammonia, which is used in a cleaner that like you clean the toilets or the floors with. We have arsenic, which is rat poisoning. We also have things that are found in batteries and lighter fluids, and then even like carbon monoxide, which is what's in a car exhaust, and tar is found in cigarettes and cigars and chewing tobacco, and that's what is used to make robes. So let's talk about peer pressure. What is peer pressure? First of all, we're going to break it down. Let's talk about a peer. A peer is going to be someone that is your age. And that'll be different from all of us. A peer for me would be someone my age, and a peer from you would be someone that's probably in your class. Pressure would be like a force or an influence. So let's put those two words together. Peer pressure. So that's pressure that you feel, or a force that you feel from someone your age trying to get you to influence you to do something. Now, peer pressure can be positive or negative. So a positive peer pressure would be someone doing something nice for someone, and you feel forced to do the same thing. You see someone open the door for someone at the grocery store. Well, then it makes you want to do the same thing too. That's a positive example of peer pressure. But it can be negative as well, and that can be giving you a thought to do something that would be negative towards your own health. So we're going to give some examples of what peer pressure can look like. So it can look like a spoken pressure, literally someone telling you to do something that's negative for your health. Or it can be unspoken, and that would just be you being around other people doing something and you feel like you have to do it too. So let's talk about peer pressure and tobacco. It can be really hard if you see your friends smoking a cigarette or vaping or even using chewing tobacco. It can be really hard to be the only one that doesn't do that. But let's talk about some ways if a friend was smoking a cigarette or vaping and they asked you to do the same thing too. One thing you can do is change the subject. So you could say, oh, I'd rather go play soccer instead. Or why don't we go play some card games? Or you could just tell the truth. I don't want to get cancer. Did you know you could get addicted to smoking cigarettes or vaping? 3, you could compliment them. You are way too smart to be smoking. Or you could say, you have such a pretty smile. Why would you want to ruin that with tobacco by discoloring your teeth or even maybe losing your teeth? And 4, just say no. No, I don't want to smoke. Resisting peer pressure can be really hard, but you can do it. Remember, you want to choose your friends wisely. Friends making good choices together can help each other. And then stay away from those kids or peers that pressure you and can make you feel like you have to do something. If you do feel like you have peer pressure a lot of the time and you're not really sure what to do about it, talk to an adult. Talk to your parents or talk to a teacher or your counselor, and they can help you. Finally, there is good news if you know someone who is smoking. They can stop today. There is help out there that they can get by calling 1-800-QUIT-NOW or visiting stopswithme.com. That's all for today. We'll see you next time.